Good morning, everybody. In today's class, we are going to see integration. Okay, so what do you actually mean by integration? Is what you are supposed to know first. Okay, so what do I actually mean by integration? Now, integration English meaning, if you ask me, okay, it is sum of infinitesimally small components. Okay, you are integrating means you are adding up small components. Okay, so it is sum or adding of infinitesimally small components. Okay, so what do I mean by this? I will tell you now. Integrity, if you talk, okay, in English, you indirectly you are referring to togetherness. Okay, integrity means togetherness. Okay, the state of being together. Okay, so if you talk of integrity of India, for example, your integrity of India country is togetherness of all the religions. That means our country's integrity is based on, okay, so what you call it as, okay, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, okay, Jain, Sikhs, whatever. Okay, so all these religions together is integrity of country. Okay, so all this together is integrity of India. Okay, so integration means it is addition. Okay, so addition of small components. Okay, now in terms of maths, if I try to set up equations, okay, so what do I mean by integration? I'll tell you now. If you take a function y equal to f of x, if you take this function y equal to f of x, okay, now let us say this graph is extending from x equal to a to x equal to b. So from x equal to a to x equal to b, you have a graph like this. Now within this graph, okay, within this graph, if you take a small strip here, okay, within this graph, if you take a small strip, this small strip that you have, let us say its width is dx. Now this yellow color shaded portion is, let us say it is having a small area of dA. Now let us say this is at a distance x. Okay, now what is that I am doing? I will tell you how this is related to integration is, okay, if I write, okay, if I write integral of f of x dx from x equal to a to x equal to b, that is equal to integral of dA, okay, from x equal to a to x equal to b. What is this meaning is, as I have discussed, integration means you are adding up components. So integral of dA means you are adding up small areas. From where to where you are adding up many small areas. Okay, so what do I mean is a small strip, okay, a small strip you are adding here, and one more small strip you can add here like this. You are adding up many small strips from x equal to a to x equal to b. Okay, so this is your geometrical meaning. Okay, but keep that aside. Okay, now we will continue. So this is your logical aspect of integration. You are adding up small areas. Integration is nothing but you are adding up small areas from where to where, and from lower limit to upper limit like this. Okay, now let us elaborate further. Okay, so as I have discussed, if you are taking the graph, if you are taking the graph from y equal to f of x, from x equal to a to x equal to b like this, what is happening is if you take a small strip here, this small strip that you have here, its length is x, width is dx. This small strip, let us say it is having yi height and small area is dl. Now what is that I am doing is, observe carefully. If we divide whole if we divide whole part or graphical area, if we divide the whole part or graphical area with x-axis into different parts, then what is going to happen is, your small area dA that you take here is in the shape of rectangle, right? So you have taken a small area. This small area, if I take it to the side like this, it is almost in the shape of rectangle. So this part is in the shape of rectangle. I have zoomed it for clarity's sake. But if you take this yellow color portion, that is not in the shape of rectangle, but it is close to shape of rectangle. So I am neglecting the yellow color parts. Now if I neglect the yellow color part and take this rectangle, your small area, if you are dividing it into different parts, small area dAi is yi into dx, because for rectangle area is length into breadth. For rectangle area is length into breadth. So your small area dAi is yi into dx. Now if you divide into many small parts like this, small area dA1 is y1 into dx, small area dA is some part y2 into dx. From where to where means from x equal to a to x equal to b. If you divide this into n parts, your area of graph is your area of graph is sum of these small areas. So your total area is sigma of dAi. Sigma means sum. That is dA1 plus dA2 plus adi. From where to where? From I equal to 1 to I equal to n like this. Now in this formula of n, in the formula of n, what is that we are doing is, in the formula of n, we are actually neglecting small portions, okay, of area in rectangles. అంతే కదా, ఆ స్మాల్ షేడెడ్ పోర్షన్ అనేది వీఆర్ నెగ్లెక్టింగ్ ఇట్. దిస్ ఈజ్ బీయింగ్ నెగ్లెక్టెడ్. నౌ to get answer more accurately, okay, we have neglected it, but to compensate that, okay, to compensate, okay, to compensate, okay, and to get answer more accurately, okay, to get answer more accurately, okay, what is going to happen is we'll increase the number of parts, okay, we'll increase number of parts to infinity. So increasing the number of parts to infinity, okay, will give the answer more accurately, okay. As a result, okay, we are going to get more appropriate answer. And what is that appropriate answer is, okay, so your appropriate answer is a total is equal to sigma of I equal to 1 to I equal to infinity dai, that is equal to integral of dai, that is equal to x equal to a to x equal to b y into dx, okay. So that means, what is integration means, you are adding up small components from where to where, from x equal to a to x equal to b. This symbol is indirectly integral, okay, that is sum of infinite elements, infinite small elements, okay, sum of infinite small elements, okay. This is your meaning of integration, okay. So pause the video clip, take time, try to understand what is happening, okay. So your integration is addition of what, small components, okay. Now I will write conclusion of what I have explained, okay. So from this I can say, what is the conclusion that I can give is, if I am using this symbol from x equal to a to x equal to b integral of f of x dx, it is equal to integral dA, that is equal to integral of y into dx. This is equal to area of graph y equal to f of x with positive x-axis, okay. This gives area of graph, okay, y equal to f of x with positive x-axis, okay. So indirectly what is that I am getting is, your integration y equal to f of x from x equal to a to x equal to b I am doing, okay. So this area, okay, is given by, okay, this area is equal to integral of f of x dx from x equal to a to x equal to b. That means you are adding up f of x into dx is your small area. So indirectly you are adding up many small areas from x equal to a to x equal to b. Now this is called lower limit, okay, this is called lower limit of integral, this is called upper limit of integral, okay. Integration lo okati lower limit, idi upper limit, okay. So how to take strips and all we'll discuss later, but an important point that you are supposed to understand is, okay, very important this point is, okay, always take limits such that, okay, always take limits such that entire body is covered, okay, always take limits such that entire body is covered, okay. And limits should always be in terms of integrating variable. Okay, in terms of integrating variable. Okay, so what do I mean by integrating variable? Means if you have integral of f of x dx, then x equal to a to x equal to b is what you are writing. So your dx means you are integrating with respect to x. That is why your limits are supposed to be in terms of x equal to a and x equal to b. Okay, right? So take time, try to understand. Okay, so for clarity's sake, what do I mean by this previous point is, you are integrating some function of theta d theta, then limit should be theta 1 equal to something to theta equal to theta 2 equal to something. If you are integrating in terms of y, integral of fy dy is from y1 equal to something to y2 equal to something. If you are integrating with respect to some function of r dr, then it is from r1 equal to r to some r2 equal to r. In terms of displacement, if you are or dx, in terms of physics, if you are integrating, okay, then from x1 to some x2 equal to something. Mostly you will get time, so integral of function of time dt from t1 equal to something to t2 equal to something. Okay, in terms of charge or something, if you are doing, okay, then some q1 equal to something to q2 equal to something, some function of charge into dq, like this. Okay, in lot of ways you will keep doing this. Okay, so my point is, okay, your limit should be in terms of integrating variable. Okay, now with this I have tried to explain what is the meaning of, okay, integration. Okay, integration is nothing but addition of small components. Okay, now with this part, okay, it is, okay, end of, okay, it is end of introduction to, okay, end of introduction to integration. Now how to integrate is your next target. Okay, so what is that you do next is how you will integrate different functions. Okay, now before I start, okay, I will discuss an important backstabbing logic. Okay, so what is that logic? I will tell you. Okay, so I will write it, an important backstabbing logic. So what is this important backstabbing logic is, if you have a function integral of f of x dx is equal to g of x. Okay, that means after integration I will tell you how to integrate, I will give you, that is going to come next anyhow. So if you have integrated, let us say you have integrated a function f of x, let us say you got an answer g of x. Okay, right? Now what is the logic is, you differentiate g of x, then you will get f of x. Okay, so then my point is, okay, you have some function, you have integrated it and you have given some answer. Now whatever answer you are getting, if you are differentiating it back once again, that will land you into the original function. Okay, so I will write that point, differentiating g of x. Okay, differentiating g of x will give you f of x. Okay, right? So my point is, you have a function f of x, you have integrated it with respect to x. Okay, you got the answer as g of x. Now take this g of x and you differentiate it with respect to x, you will land up in f of x. Okay, right? So my point is, for example, there is a formula like this, integral of x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is the formula for integration. Now you want to check whether this is correct or not. Okay, so to check the correctness, okay, as I have discussed, okay, how will you verify means your verification you can do it from differentiation, okay. So d by dx of x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is equal to 1 by n plus 1 is constant, I will take it out, d by dx of x power n plus 1. So if you assume this n plus 1 to be some n dash, then it will become 1 by n plus 1 times n dash into x power n dash minus 1, okay. So n dash is n plus 1, so n plus 1 by n plus 1 times x power n plus 1 minus 1, okay. So finally you are going to get x power n, because these terms are in, you are going to get cancelled, okay. So my point is, okay, you integrate, okay, a function, you give an answer, and what is that you can do is you differentiate it, okay, you will get the correct answer back into the original function, okay. So my point is, okay, every time you have a doubt that whether my integrated answer is correct or not, just simply go back and differentiate the answer, okay. So వచ్చిన ఆన్సర్ని డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేస్తే if you are getting, okay, whatever answer you are getting, if you are differentiating it, you will land up into the original function, okay. So if you are doing it correctly, you will ultimately land up the correct answer, okay. Now, okay, this is how you verify it, okay. Now without wasting further time, okay, there is no point in discussing things in detail now, because you will study later in maths, okay. So what scientists have done are they have given some basic formulas for integration, okay. So we will, without wasting time, we will learn those basic formula for integration, okay. So remember, each formula I give, if you differentiate, you should land back in the same answer, okay. So your basic formula on integration is your basic formula on integration, okay, I'll give you, you must mug up this at any cost, because we'll keep using them in physics. Don't think that I'm teaching maths, I'm teaching maths for a purpose, okay. So first is integral of 1 by x dx, okay, that is equal to ln x, okay. Now how will you verify it, okay. You have a doubt whether this is correct or not, okay. So you want to verify. So if you want to verify d by dx of ln x, okay, if you remember the derivatives formulas, that is equal to 1 by x, okay, right. So everything is similar to what you have learned previously, okay. And an important note that I want you to remember is constants can be taken out, constants can be taken out, constants can be taken, okay, taken out of derivatives or integrals, okay. So out of derivatives or integrals, constants can be taken out, okay. So that part you can do it, okay. So that is the thing. Now, okay, that is your first formula, okay. Next, second important formula is, okay, integral of, okay, integral of c by x dx is, okay, c times ln x, okay, because c, if you take out of integral, you will get back integral of 1 by x dx, that is equal to ln x, okay. So now you want to verify it, okay. So verification, if you do integral of c by x dx is, okay, so c times integral dx by x, that is equal to, sorry, you are supposed to do derivative, not integral, okay. So you are verifying, okay, if you are verifying d by dx of c, d by dx of c ln x is c times d by dx of ln x, that is equal to c times derivative of ln x is 1 by x, okay, right. That is your second formula, okay. Now these two are standard formulas which you can remember. Now from here it is very important, okay. So your third formula is integral of x power n dx is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, where n is not equal to minus 1, okay, because if n is minus 1, that is going to become x power minus 1. X power minus 1 means it will end up in 1 by x, okay. So here I write it, when n is minus 1, x power minus 1 is 1 by x. So for this ln x is the answer, because we have seen it in the first formula, okay. Now you want to verify. So to verify, what is that you are doing? To verify, to d by dx of x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, okay. So you will end up in 1 by n plus 1 into x power n plus 1 derivative of x power n plus 1 by with respect to x, so that will give you x power n, okay. Now as an example, if you have integral of x power 3 by 2 dx, you will get x power 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1, okay. So you differentiate, okay, you will get this answer, that is x power 3 by 2, okay. So this is your formula, okay. Next, you are supposed to remember this, okay. Your fourth important formula is, okay, integral of c x power n dx. So that will give you c times x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, okay. So d by dx of, okay, c x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 is, okay, you will end up c by n plus 1 is constant, take it out, d by dx of x power n plus 1. So finally you will end up in c x power n if you simplify further, okay. So right, so this is how you do it, okay. So next, okay, next is your next formula is, okay, no, we will do an example. What is the point in teaching if I don't give proper examples? So for example, okay, for clarity's sake, integral of 3x power minus 3 by 2 is 3 times integral x power minus 3 by 2, okay. So that will give you, okay, 3 times x power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by minus 3 by 2 plus 1, okay. If you simplify, finally you will get minus 6 times x power minus 1 by 2, I suppose, okay. So you simplify the fraction, and if you differentiate the answer, you will end up in this, okay. So I am giving you the formula, simultaneously I am showing you an example, okay, based on the formula, okay, right. Now these are your simple algebraic functions, okay, right. Now you want to add, okay, like how you do in differentiation. If you have integral of c1 into f of x dx plus c2 into integral g of x dx, okay, I mean if you have, okay, so if you have without integral symbol, you have continuity, okay. So my point is integral of c1 into f of x plus c2 into g of x dx. you can do c1 times integral f of x dx plus c2 times integral g of x dx like this. Okay, so you have combination of two functions, you split that integral function into two parts separately. Okay, if you have a combination, you can split it like this. Okay, right? Now this is your fourth answer. Okay, so take screenshot. Okay, I hope you can take the screenshot of this part. Next is okay, integral of sin x dx if you have, okay, that is going to become minus cos x. Okay, right? And simultaneously I'll give one more formula. Integral of sin nx dx is minus cos nx by n. Okay, so you are supposed to remember these two formulas. Okay, so to verify, okay, if you have a doubt whether what I have given is correct or not, okay, just simply calculate dy dx of the answer. Dy dx of minus cos nx by n is minus 1 by n times dy dx of cos nx. So that will give you minus 1 by n times dy dx of cos nx is going to become minus sin nx minus n sin nx. Okay, if you remember two derivatives formulas, so minus minus will become plus, n will go off, so you will get sin nx. Okay, so for clarity's sake, example, integral of sin 2x dx is minus cos 2x by 2. Okay, integral of sin 3x dx is minus cos 3x by 3. Okay, so these formulas are important. Okay, you should mug up this formula. Okay, right? I hope I can continue. So pause the slide, remember the result. Okay, so now I am moving ahead to the next slide. Okay, now in the next slide, okay, let us say you have, okay, in the next slide, okay, you have integral of cos x dx. Integral of cos x dx is sin x. Okay, because we know that derivative of sin x is cos x. Similarly, integral of cos nx dx is sin nx by n. Okay, now you may have a doubt, so you are supposed to verify it. So how will you verify it is d by dx of sin nx by n is, okay, 1 by n is constant, so you can take it out of integral. So 1 by n times, okay, 1 by n times d by dx of sin nx, okay, that is equal to 1 by n times derivative of sin nx is n cos nx. Okay, as an example, integral of cos 2x dx is equal to sin 2x by 2. Similarly, integral of cos 3x dx is cos 3x by 3. Okay, we will continue. Now we will continue. So next important formula that you have is integral of e power x dx is e power x. Okay, and remember e power 0 is 1, e power minus infinity is 0. Next, integral of e power ax dx is e power ax by a. Now if we discuss an example, integral of e power 3x dx is e power 3x by 3. Integral of e power minus 5x dx is e power minus 5x by minus 5. Okay, so these are your formulas. Okay, Next, we'll add some more formulas. Next one is integral of c1 into f of x plus c2 into g of x dx is c1 times integral f of x dx plus c2 times integral g of x dx. Now, if we simplify this through an example, if I give it, if you have integral of 2x square plus 3x times dx, this will become integral of 2x square times dx plus integral of 3x into dx. Okay, each term we can split it into parts. So this will become 2 times integral x square by 2, integral of x square dx plus 3 times integral dx. That will become 2 times x cube by 3 plus 3 times, this is 3x, no? So that will become 3 times x square by 2. Okay, so if you want to verify, you differentiate, you will end up in this answer. Excuse me. Next is integral of dx, okay, which we commonly use, that is x. Integral of constant into dx will be c into x. Okay, so on this, if I give an example, integral of 3 dx will be 3x. Integral of 5 by 2 dx is 5 by 2 times x. Next, integral of a power x dx is a power x by ln a. So as an example, if you have integral of 5 power x dx, that will become 5 power x by ln 5. And if you have integral of dx by ax plus b, this will become ln of ax plus b by a. Okay, that means if you have integral of dx by minus 2x plus 3, then this will become ln of minus 2x plus 3 whole divided by minus 2. Next, integral of ax plus b whole power n dx is ax plus b whole power n plus 1 by a times of n plus 1. Okay, so these are your basic formulas. Okay, and in physics we will replace this x with t. Okay, so based on this we will try to do some examples. Okay, so this is how you are going to use the relations. So pause the video clip, mug up all the formulas, then we will start doing examples. Okay, now let us start with simple examples. Integral of x square dx is x cube by 3. Okay, I have used the formula x power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. Next, if you have integral of 2x plus 3 dx, okay, then this will become, okay, integral of 2x into dx plus integral of 3 times dx. So that will give you 2 times of, okay, this is 2 times of x square by 2 plus 3 times of integral of dx is x. 2 will go off, you will finally get x square plus 3x. Okay, next, third, integral of x square minus 5x plus 6 times dx, if you have, that will become integral of x square dx minus integral of 5x dx plus integral of 6 dx. That will give you x cube by 3 minus 5 times x square by 2 plus 6 times x. Next, integral of 2t plus 3 dt is 2 times t square by 2 plus 3 times t. Next, integral of kt dt if you have, because k is constant, this will become k times t square by 2. Okay. Next, one more example if I give you, integral of 3t plus 5 minus sin 3t plus e power 5t plus 1 by t dt if you have, then the answer to this is first term integral of 3t dt plus second term integral 5 times dt minus integral of sin 3t dt plus integral of e power 5t dt plus integral of 1 by t dt. Okay. Now if you simplify this, this will become 3 times t square by 2 plus 5 times t minus integral of sin tt is minus cos 3t by 3 plus e power 5t is e power 5t by 5 plus this is ln t. So upon simplifying you will get 3t square by 2 plus 5t plus cos 3t by 3 plus e power 5t by 5 plus ln of t. Okay. Next question. If you have integral of dx by 3 minus 2x for example, this is going to become ln of 3 minus 2x whole divided by minus 2. Okay. So because ln of ax plus b formula is, okay, ln of ax plus b by a. So here in place of b you have 3, in place of a you have minus 2. Okay, like this you have to simplify. Okay, that's all. Okay, this is regarding indefinite integrals. Okay, in the next class we are going to see definite integrals.